You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there and all of my friends around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's 73 degrees, going up to a high of 87. I think it's beautiful everywhere, though, because I was talking to someone in Utah yesterday, and it was pretty in Utah. Like they said, I think it was like 68, and this was like late in the afternoon, probably about 5 o'clock. So it was beautiful there too. But it's a beautiful day here today. 73 degrees going up to a high of 87. That's lovely, y'all. That is lovely. Actually, that's kind of hot, to be quite honest with you. To be quite honest, that's a little warm. I was out yesterday and it was about 85. And it was hot. And it was so hot till I was saying to myself, I had the air conditioner on in the car. And I was like, man, it's hot in this car. And I kept tinkering with the air conditioner like it's something, but it was hot outside. So that's what happens. I'm in Georgia, and so when summer comes, it is hot. I ain't complaining because somewhere in this world there's probably a blizzard going on. So I'll take the heat because I can get cold, get warm, get cool some kind of way. Blizzard, can't do nothing about that. Anyway, hope you're having a wonderful day. Today is May the 3rd, Tuesday, May the 3rd, y'all. It's also National Foster Care Day, so show some love to the foster care and foster care parents and the foster care children. It's National Teacher Appreciation Day. Yes, show some love to a teacher. Listen, teachers say they are the most overworked, underpaid profession in the world, and they probably are, because anytime I think about dealing with 25 kids every other hour, back to back, 25 different kids, like every 45 minutes, I probably would have lost my mind. My brother's a teacher and a coach, and I remember he used to tell me, you should teach. I knew I did not have the patience to teach, because I said to him, I could not teach with them little kids calling me every 5 seconds, Miss Bell. But he's a good teacher. He's been teaching for a very long time. And although I am a teacher in some respects of the word, I'm not a teacher to little children. And so he's very good with children. That's why he has 3 and I have 1. However, I love children. I do. But I just knew for a fact that I could not be in school all day. So I give my hat is off to all of the teachers out there. Much love to the teachers for taking care of our children, our grandchildren, our nieces, our nephews, and making sure they get the proper education. It's also National Chocolate Custard Day. Never had a chocolate custard. Sounds good. Anything with chocolate pretty much sounds good. Not always, though, because I don't like chocolate-covered fruit, except for strawberries. Don't like chocolate-covered cherries. Chocolate-covered strawberries, yes. That's about it. National Garden Meditation Day. All right, you need to take a break. As a matter of fact, take 2. Go outside in the garden, meditate. If you don't have a garden, just go outside in the back porch, on your back patio, on your back deck, sit in the sun. I do this all the time. But let me tell you what happens. Whenever I go out the back door, I always kind of slow down real slow, because little lizards be crawling on the house. And I remember one morning my uncle went out to sit down and have his coffee, and a little lizard was over the top of the door and fell down on his head, so he dropped the coffee. So ever since then, whenever I open that door to go out the back door, I peep out the blinds first. I make sure nothing is crawling around on the patio. Then when I open the door, I wait a second to make sure nothing falls down. Then I go out. Then when I go out, I look around, because I'm down south, so it's like little critters everywhere. I went out this morning on the patio. It was a big rabbit. I'm talking about, this rabbit was huge. I said and I was on the phone talking to my daughter. I said, this is a big rabbit. He was beautiful, though. I love rabbits. So it was a big rabbit, but that was a big rabbit, y'all. I'm like, that is a really big rabbit. And she's like, it's a rabbit back there? I was like, yeah, a really big one too. So I love rabbits. I had a rabbit when I was little. I had a white rabbit. His name was Red. And I named him Red because he was white, but his eyes were red. And so I called him Red. I fed him too much and he died. Yep, my mom, had a rabbit pen in the house, and she had to go to work. So I didn't want him to be hungry all day, because I know we were going to be at school and she was going to be at work. So I put the head of lettuce in the pen with the rabbit, and the rabbit ate all the lettuce. When I came home, the rabbit was dead. So my rabbit died. I fed him too much. Yeah, I know that sound crazy, right? Yep. Never had another rabbit after that. I can't stand loss. So I lost my rabbit, and after I lost the rabbit, I never got another one as much as I like them. All right, it's National Lumpy Rug Day. That just don't sound nice at all. But anyway, somebody has a lumpy rug in their house. Happy Lumpy Rug Day. National Montana Day. Shout out to Montana out there in the Midwest. National Paranormal Day. Don't listen. I ain't with that part, but somebody somewhere is National Paranormal Day. National Raspberry Popover Day. Don't know what that is, but if it's cooked up fruit, I don't like it. Maybe somebody does. National Sand Architect Day. So I think those are the people that make the big sand sculptures. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but you check it out. National Specially Abled Pet Day. Okay. I guess there's pets with handicaps. That's what it sounds like. I've seen pets with handicap. They got the little wheelchair attached to them. The ones that don't have like mobility in the back legs. People have made like the little the little apparatus to go around their waist, so it gives them some a way to move about, and they just put the hind leg up on the little contraption, and then now the pets can run around. I think that's pretty cool. National Textiles Day and National 2 Different Colored Shoes Day. So now you're going to go out the house today with 2 different colored shoes. I got on flip-flops right now, so maybe I'll go in there. I got on pink flip-flops to be exact. So maybe I'll go in there and put on my leopard flip-flop, 1 leopard flip-flop and 1 pink flip-flop. So I have National 2 Different Colored Shoe Day. I know. Who make these days up? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I just shared them with you. I don't know who make them up. Here's the thing. You may want to make up a day. Go ahead, put it on the calendar. Next year, I'll be reading off your national holiday. I keep saying I'm going to make up one, and I always forget. All right, let's move on to these horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thyssen. I did click on the video yesterday, and Michael Thyssen does have cancer. He has something called urothelial cancer, which is cancer of like his urethra and gallbladder. And he looks healthy. He looks fine. But he's going through chemo right now, and some, he had to get some surgery done, but he looks good. He doesn't look sick and beat down, because chemo can beat you down, and radiation, even though they're supposed to fight against cancer, they destroy other things in your body. So he looks good in the video, and I was like, wow. So I got to go and make a donation, because I was like, I got to go look and see, because I've seen this. And I kind of just, when I see astrologer and then I see cancer, I'm thinking like the horoscope cancer. I've never read the caption, and it's right in my face every day. You get so used to doing something, you don't pay attention because you're so used to doing something. But that's how it is. Like, I do this 4 days a week, and I've been doing it 4 days a week for the last, 4 years? Almost 3.5 years. So I'm just kind of used to just doing it. But for some reason, yesterday, it caught my attention. I'm like, wait a minute. And so, yeah, so he, let's send our prayers up for Michael Thyssen. He has been my horoscope astrologer for the last 3.5 years, almost 4 years. And so this is how I get to do the horoscope for you every day, because he updates them every day, and he makes sure that they go out and I get them. So keep your prayers up for him. So because I don't know what I would do if I don't have the horoscopes every day from him. So I would have to go out and find somebody else. I don't want to do that. So I want you guys to keep him in prayer, as will I. And let's pray for a speedy recovery for him. He looks good, so let's hope that he's doing well. All right, anyway, let's get on with these horoscopes. Tuesday, May 3rd, we're going to kick it up like we always do, and that is with Aries. Someone you care about may not be too pleased with you. Discrimination will be in order. Control your temper when dealing with your emotional partner. You must make sure that all your personal documents are in order. All right, somebody, you done pissed somebody off, Aries. Somebody that you care about is not too pleased with you. What did you do? Why aren't they pleased with you? You can try to fix it. Try to fix it. If it's fixable, try to fix it. Don't let it just ride out. Don't think it's going to go away. Try to fix it. If you value that relationship with whoever that person is, try to fix it. That's all. Taurus, changes to your self-image will be to your benefit as long as you don't overpay. Problems with your peers are apparent. Renovations or purchases made for you for your home will pay off. All right, you can change yourself, but don't spend a whole lot of money on that stuff. Don't be trying to go out there and get you some new boobs or new booty. I know. Some people like, look, I need it. I get it. There's some things I would like to nip and tuck myself. However, I'm just not ready to go under the knife anymore. Not for any reason, pretty much. Unless it's absolutely detrimental to my health that I do. Yeah, nip and tucks I would love. If there's a way for me to nip and tuck without going under the knife, I would say yes. However, it can't cost too much money because I'm a little bit cheap about some things. I am. Some things I'm a little bit cheap. Other things, not so much. Most things I am. But when it comes to my business, not so much. Gemini, an older member of your family may need assistance. You will get bored quickly, so make sure you have scheduled enough activity to hold your interest. Leave things as they are for the moment and focus on reaching your highest potential at work. Yes, focus on that, baby. Learn something new. Go back and clean up all the paperwork you haven't done. Close out old files. Close out old cases. Focus on reaching your highest potential at work. There could possibly be a promotion in there for you if you do that. That's me talking. That's not Michael. That's me. I'm just saying. Cancer, you may not see your situation clearly. You can prosper if you invest in property or mutual funds. You are best to keep your cash in a safe place. All right, now listen, you can prosper if you invest in property or mutual funds. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. If that's your goal to invest in property and mutual funds, do your homework, do your due diligence. Do not just jump out there all willy-nilly thinking you know what you know and you don't know anything. And then you get burnt, and then now the industry is bad. Do your due diligence, consult with professionals, read as much as you can, learn as much as you can, then make the leap. That's all I'm saying. Don't just jump out there. Talk to somebody who knows what they're doing. They got a track record in this thing. You know what I'm saying? They can give you a referral to the people. If they don't know what they're doing, they can give you a referral to some people that do. That's all I'm saying. All right. Leo, you will be emotional about money matters. Yes, I know you will. Try to compromise rather than having an all-out battle. Dealing with foreigners will be most enlightening. All right, listen. You're going to be emotional about your money. Yeah, when anybody want to mess with the money, it's a problem. Try to compromise. If you don't want to have an all-out battle, say, you know what, I got to bend a little. You got to bend a little to get a little. Just saying. Just saying. And dealing with foreigners, you're going to be enlightening. That's cool. You're going to learn something new. You're going to learn about new culture, new way of life, new way of living, new history. That's pretty cool. That's cool. Virgo, sudden changes in your financial situation are likely. Make changes regarding your status in society. You could lose money or precious belongings if you aren't careful. Be careful, Virgo. Be careful with your belongings. Don't be so willy-nilly about where you lay your stuff at today. Be careful. All right. Listen, I'm going to do a song. Remember, today is Talk Business Tuesday. So after I finish the news around 10:30ish, I'll be talking business. So make sure to tune in or stick around for that. In the meantime, I'm going to go to a song, and I'll be right back after the song to finish giving you your horoscopes and brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thies. And stay tuned.
I know that I should keep it cool, babe. Not lose my swag and play the fool, babe. Just play the game and hold on, maybe. But I'm done with the waiting, done with the waiting. I'm done with playing nice. Now look me in the eyes. Tell me what you see inside. Not gonna ask you twice. Not looking for your lies. Tell me, do you wanna go?
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thias. And we're going to pick it up with Libra. A close friend for advice. Ask a close friend for advice. Listen, but do not make any rash decisions. You can make interesting new friends if you join worthwhile groups. Looking for some new friends to hang out with, you got to join groups that mean something. Not just any old group. Well, here's the thing. That means something to you, because just because it means something to me doesn't necessarily mean it's going to mean something to you. So join groups that mean something that's worthwhile to you. Okay? Okay. Scorpio, try to keep your cool. You may be a tad bit frazzled by all the rushing around. Go out with friends. Get the whole family involved in a worthwhile cause or cultural event. Listen, you stop rushing. Leave on time. That's right. If you leave on time, you don't have to be rushing around, Scorpio. Then you won't have to be so frazzled. People leave at the last minute all the time, and they're running around like a chicken with their heads cut off. Listen, leave on time. Do stuff ahead of time. Stop waiting till the last minute. I hate being late. I will plan out the night before. If I gotta leave in the morning, I map out my route. I do all of that because I don't like being late. I think that's a thing that my brother, my daughter, my niece, and myself, we got that from my mom. We hate being late. Like, we all hate being late. I know, it's a funny trait, right? Sagittarius, you have to know what your boss wants if you expect to do your job correctly. Attend to things that you should have done yesterday. Yesterday being the key word, Sagittarius. Your ability to work with detail will bring recognition. Here's the thing. If you can't do a good job if you don't know what your boss wants. So you're going to have to ask questions. You're going to have to ask definitive questions. Ask the questions that you need the answer to. You ain't got to beat around the bush. Hey, this is what you need. Right? Sometimes you'll find that the person that you're working for don't even know what they need. They think they know, and here's the other thing. You'll find that you can see what they need and you can tell it to them, but because they don't understand it, they don't take your advice. So in order for you to do your job correctly, ask the questions, present what you have found the need to be, and then y'all come up with an idea or some kind of plan to make it happen. All right. In the meantime, get the things done today that you should have did yesterday. Otherwise, you're going to be rushing around like Scorpio, frazzled and all over the place. I'm just trying to save you some time and trouble. Capricorn, now is the time for completing hobbies that you've been working on for a long time. Relationships will become together. Yeah, will become together. Yes. You can surprise members of your family, which in turn will bring you a pat on the back. Now, if you're looking for a pat on the back, you're doing whatever you're doing for the wrong reason. If you want to surprise them just because, that'll be a good thing. I'm thinking about doing that this weekend, but it's definitely not for a pat on the back. Really isn't. One, because I supposed to did this already. Two, it's something I really need to accomplish in doing this, but it's not a pat on the back for sure. So here's the thing. Just do it. Just surprise them. But don't do it because you're looking for a pat on the back. I'm just saying it, Capricorn. Aquarius, don't let those close to you get under your skin. You must watch your tendency to spend whatever you make. Listen to the complaints of others. You know, people that know you the best know how to push your button to get under your skin, boy. They know, but don't listen. Don't let them do it today, Aquarius. You're bigger than that. You're bigger than that. I'm just saying, you are. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. You should include children in your activities. In the meantime, whatever's bothering you, snap out of it. Snap out of it. I know, right? I'm being silly. You may find yourself in an uncomfortable situation if you have overloaded your plate unintentionally. Trust me, I live in that space most of the time, but I have really gotten things off my plate, and every time I drop something, it's like, ooh, I'm glad that's over. Yes, that happened yesterday. A situation happened. I'm like, woo, I'm glad I don't have to think about that. Because when I have a lot of things on my plate, of course, they're on my plate, so I have to think about them all. But when that situation happened yesterday, it was a breather for me. I was like, yeah, good. I don't have to think about that no more, ever, which was fine. So in the meantime, you're uncomfortable. Here's what you need to try to do. I'm working on every day finding my space, my comfortable space, my life space. And I said to my friend Georgette, I said, okay, as I unload stuff off my plate, what am I going to do with myself? And she said, whatever you want to do. And I was like, yeah, but I don't know what that is, which is crazy because I don't. I've been an entrepreneur for so long I don't even know what it is just to be regular, like a regular day. Like, you know, I have been watching, I can tell y'all this, and this is, I don't know what this is. I've been watching reality TV, but I always watch it late at night, which means that I don't sleep all that well because I'm watching it's like 1 o'clock in the morning because I have to work during the day. Like I have to do my business during the day, so I'll watch it like 9, 10 o'clock at night, when I should probably be sleeping. But I don't even know what just being free to do nothing looks like. So I said to her, what am I going to do? And she said, whatever you want. I'm like, I don't know what that is. I really don't. So as I move towards like creating this life of leisure, I don't even know what my leisure life is, what it looks like. I really don't. So anyway, that's all I got for you today as it pertains to the horoscope. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thyssen. Again, guys, wherever you are in the world, please keep Michael Thyssen in your prayers. He is fighting cancer right now, and he seems to be doing pretty well. So keep him in the prayers because of him. I'm able to bring you your daily horoscope. So I would hate to have to go out and find somebody else. So I want you guys to keep him lifted up in prayers. Wherever you are in the world, prayers and energy, it moves across the plains. So you can be somewhere on the other side of the world, Australia or Canada, Alaska or wherever, Peru. Put out that good energy and we're going to get good energy back. So let's keep Michael in our prayers. All right, cool. Now let's move on to some news you can use. So Candace Teller and David Perdue, they're coming to Gwinnett County. So I didn't know that. Listen, this is the first time I heard that there were 4 Republicans running for the seat of governor. I did not know that. Only person I heard about was Perdue. Now I found out that there's 4 people. So these people are running against each other in the primary. So right now, Candace Taylor, who's a Republican, David Perdue, who's a Republican, they're coming to Gwinnett to plead their case about why you should vote for them in the primary, so that now they can run against Kemp. Well, it's Kemp, David Perdue, Candace Taylor, Catherine Davis, and Tom Williams. It's 5 people running for the Republican seat for governor, right? So Governor Kemp is already in there. But these other 4 people want this seat. I had never heard anything about any of them to the day when I'm like, oh, there's somebody else running against Kemp. Yes, not only somebody, 4 other somebodies. So Candace Taylor, we heard about David Perdue because that's like the biggie, right? But there's this woman named Candace Taylor. There's another woman named Catherine Davis. There's a guy named Tom Williams. And then there's David Perdue. They're all running for to be the Republican nominee for the to run against Kemp. So they are running in the primary against Kemp to see who's going to run against Stacey in November. Yeah, I had no clue. Because that big money put the picture out there. I hate to say it, and I know big money doesn't mean you're going to win an election, but your chances are much better when you got money to put ads everywhere. Like I had not heard of this woman. And I definitely hadn't heard of these other 2 people, Catherine Davis and Tom Williams. Like, I have no idea who they are. I don't even know what they look like because I hadn't heard about them. But anyway, we know who Perdue is because his ads are all over everything. Him and Kemp, because they're going back to back. But now here go Candace. Anyway, we'll see. So they're coming to Gwinnett County. They're coming to Gwinnett County because they want your vote. You vote. Listen, vote the way you want to vote. Early voting started yesterday. It's your call. It's your call to vote the way you want to vote. I ain't telling nobody how to vote. I tried to do that. I tried to say, hey, but this is the reason I think you should vote that way. And people are like, nah, that's your reason. I'm like, oh, and it's true. My reason is my reason. Your reason is your reason. Our reasons aren't the same for a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? All right, small businesses in Norcross affected by COVID-19 can now apply for grants. Yes, if you are a small business in Norcross, you can apply for a grant. The Gwinnett County City launched its small business grant program yesterday and will provide $600,000 of the American Rescue Plan Act funding for small businesses. I think that's amazing. Amazing. Now, what you need to know about qualifying. To qualify, your business must meet certain criteria such as having an active City of Norcross business license from 2019 to 2021 and showing a revenue decline of at least 25%. Businesses in Norcross can receive up to $15,000 in grants based on the revenue. Right? You can't if you open up in 2022, you don't get it. You don't get the money. So don't even think about it. And you have to show that your business lost money between 2019 and 2021. You got to show that because, and it's probably more between 2020 and 2021 because the pandemic had struck us yet in 2019. But 2020, at least it had struck. We didn't know what it was because people had it. We just didn't know what it was. By the time January rolled around, it was like starting to just ramp up. But anyway, you have to show that you lost revenue from your business within that period, and you can receive up to $15,000. Now, grants do not have to be paid back, and especially because this is under the Rescue Plan Act. So, yes. Now, you want to know how to get it? You must apply for this. You got until June 2nd to apply. So you got to go to apply. You can go to Norcross website. That's norcrossga.net to apply for the grant. You got until June 2nd. Do not drag your feet. Here's what you want to do. Get your financials together, because it's going to be based on if you lost 25% of your revenue during that time. Do not go in there wasting them folks' time if you don't have your financials together. That is one of the criteria. That is one of the criteria, that you must have been in business between 2019 and 2021, and that you must have seen a decline in revenue of at least 25%. If it was 35, you in there, but you need to show that. So don't waste folks' time. Don't be going there taking up too much time with some nonsense. Get your paperwork in order. Go see the people. Okay? I can't say that enough. NorcrossGA.net, NorcrossGA.net. You got until June 2nd to file them papers. Listen, you heard it today. Go out there, get your paperwork in order. Okay? Okay. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this song, because today is Talk Business Tuesday, and we're going to talk a little business here. All right, so stay tuned. I'll be right back. Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney. All right, so listen, it's Talk Business Tuesday, and I want to talk to you about thinking about starting new ventures in different lanes. So funny because and I'm not starting some, well, kind of, sort of. So earlier this year, y'all heard me talk about launching my NFT, and that was really exciting. And so out of that NFT, I started to learn more about NFTs and the metaverse and just got all immersed in that whole thing. And it's kind of like I've kind of included some of the things I've learned into my business, which is my main business. My parent company is Noise Media Network. And so I kind of added some things, some services to the business, like augmented reality for print. So that is when you have a QR code and someone can scan the code with their phone and they can see like an augmented reality video or a character or avatar pop off the page and kind of talk to them or dance or do something like that or present their message to them. So I added that service because I thought it was an interesting service. I still think we're a little bit behind the curve. And so one of the things I thought about was, okay, well, I can easily start a whole brand new company, or I could add new services to my company, new verticals. And so that's what I decided to do. So when I want to talk about adding more verticals to your business, to make your business add more value for your clients. So when I launched the NFT, I realized there was a world out there who did not understand what NFTs were, who did not understand what augmented reality was, virtual reality. They didn't understand how to make it fit into their business plan. And so that's when I said, well, I understand augmented reality really well. I can offer this as a service to people. I got this software that I use to create these QR codes and all, so I'm a little bit of a geek for those of you who don't know. So anytime technology is involved, I will learn how to do it. So I learned how to do these QR codes and these videos and these characters that pop off the page and all that good stuff. And I was like, okay, great. Then I learned how to pull together a team so I didn't have to do it all. And so I got a team. So whenever I need some AR work done for a client, I can outsource it to my team. My team will come back and do it and do it and give it back to me. So think about how to increase your revenue by adding vertical services to your business. And I know a lot of times, we get stuck with trying to figure out what that is. Well, I'm in marketing. Like my business is marketing. And so I added a service to my business that pretty much says, okay, this is another marketing tool or strategy that I can offer my clients that they may not know about or don't understand. So that was perfect. Another service that I offered, another vertical, was geofencing. So for some people, they don't know what geofencing is. So geofencing is when you put a digital fence around a location and your ad is served up to those people's cell phones or their laptops or their TVs. That's exciting. Because just say, for instance, think about this, right? If you've ever been driving on a trip and you use the phone app Waze for directions, if you use Waze, you would notice that there's an ad that popped up on Waze, right? You didn't pull it up; it just popped up on your phone. That's because you're using Waze. You may be playing Angry Birds or something, right? And when you play Angry Bird, there's an app that pops up on your phone that's in your general location. Like, how does ad know how to find me? Well, that's because someone has put a fence around that area, a digital fence. You can't see it. It's a digital virtual fence around the area. And when someone drives into that fence and you have an ad running, chances are if your ad is in rotation at the time, it's going to pop up on somebody's phone, whether it's on Waze or one of the other thousands of apps that they have on their phone. And if you like me, I got so many apps on my phone. I had to actually delete some the other day. Because I had so many. I got all kinds of apps. I have a casino app because I like the casino. I have a casino app. I got a Netflix app. I got a Crunch app. I got a Coinbase app. I have a ton of apps. I have a bunch of apps. I got a Rally app. I got picture apps. I got Prime Video app. I got Fiverr apps. I got Cash App. I got all of these apps. All of these apps are on my phone. So if you're like me, you probably got a bunch of apps on your phone. So geofencing, all you got to do is put in a location. And I was telling one of my partners yesterday, I was like, listen, now here's a funny thing. And I'm going to do this because I'm working on a project right now and I need to get in front of a bunch of people. So every June down in Atlanta, they do the Greek picnic. Freaknik, right? They call it Freaknik. It's in Atlanta. I think they stopped it a couple of years, but it's back. So I get a text every time it's Freaknik time. I get a text message saying, hey, Freaknik is coming. Do you want to be a vendor? And I can go down there and be a vendor. I can go down there, put up a table, be a vendor, pay $800 for the table because there's going to be tens of thousands of people that week in Atlanta. I could do that. I don't want to do that. That's too many people. I go out and about, but I don't want to be around 10,000 people because the virus is still floating out there, right? But here's the thing. I'm going to put a geo fence around them 10,000 people. I surely am, because I got something that I'm launching and I want to launch it. Now, my hesitation for that is I'm going to put a fence around it for the weekend. It's going to be about 10,000 people that show up for the weekend, right? My thing is, are they going to be having too much fun to pay attention? That's my thing. So that's what I'm struggling with. So you may be saying to yourself, well, how does that help my business? Think about this for 1 second. I'm working with the client right now. It's a political candidate. They want to make sure that, because they can't be everywhere and they don't have a 10, 15, $60 million budget like the governors. They don't have that kind of budget. But they do got a few $1,000s that they can say, you know what, I need you to get me in front of as many people as possible. And everybody's walking with a cell phone. Everybody is walking. Listen, little kids got cell phones. Everybody's walking with a cell phone. So I'm working with them. I put up a fence and four zip codes, and their ad is going to run in 4 zip codes. So in that 4 zip codes, the population is about 160,000. Their ad is going to hit all 160,000 of those people, plus people that's driving into the fence. So even if you don't live in that fence, but you drive through and you can vote in that district, it's going to hit them. That's the power of geofencing. So I said all that to say, what service can you add to your business that's another vertical to add value for your clients? Think about that for a second. You're looking for ways to increase revenue, and you're trying to figure that thing out. Look at what you do. I do marketing. To me, and let me tell y'all what else I do, and you can think about this too. There are a million things I can add to my business, a million, right, in the marketing space, because there's so much marketing. I know for a fact I want to do the things that if my team can't do it, I can easily go in there and do myself. Now, that may be limited thinking for some people, but that's just my way of thinking. If my team is too busy and they can't get to it, I can get to it. I can go in there and do it myself if I need to, right? I can teach somebody how to do it really easily. I need to be able to duplicate myself in that space. So those are the kind of services that I add to my business, things that I know that I can do if my team can't do it. And I just, trust me, I prefer the team do it so I can focus on other stuff. But just in case somebody's sick or something happens or, tragedy strikes, I can go in there and pick up the pieces and keep the ball going. You know what I mean? So think about that as well. Do not pick something that you don't understand and can't do. And then when the ball is dropped, you just stuck. You don't want to do that. I've done that before. And it's very stressful. It's very stressful to add a service to your business that you don't know how to do, and you're relying on people to do it for you. And then when they drop out, you got to start over from scratch. And God forbid a company come and buy that business. I always have 2 or 3 sources available because I want to make sure if one source drop out, I can pick up the ball and roll with another source. These are the type of things you got to think about. So think about increasing your revenue by adding another vertical to your business that complements what you already do. My company is marketing and media. That's what I do. Well, now I've added augmented reality, which is definitely marketing, and you can use that in print media. It makes sense, right? I've also added geofencing. Geofencing is definitely marketing, and you can add that to mobile marketing on cell phones. And it could be media because it doesn't have to be just a static ad. It could be a video ad that's running inside of somebody's phone. I'm telling you, you have to think outside of the box a little bit. And yes, when I added geofencing, I was deathly afraid. I'm like, oh my God, what if this doesn't happen? I went through all the scenarios. But then I talked to my partners and they assured me, Audrey, it's going to work. Don't worry about it. And I was like, okay, I'm always looking at ways to increase my bottom line by providing services that I feel is going to help my clients or my potential clients. And the other thing too is I need to make sure that if my team can't do it, I can go in there and do it. And so I look at things like that because I've been in a spot where, there was something I couldn't do and then the team dropped off and now I'm struggling. I didn't want to do that. So think about those things. There are other things that I could add, and there are going to be some other things I'm going to add moving forward because I know that I'm in the business of marketing and media, and I know that there are a lot of companies. Now, let me say this too, right? I have to talk about this because this is important. Even when you add these services and you're looking to increase your bottom line by adding more value to your business so you can add more value to your clients, the clients that don't have money, they're not going to benefit from the service. And here's why. because they haven't made up their minds that they can afford the services. So don't try to give them to them. Just don't. I had a client, no matter what I said, it was like, if it was money involved, it was a no-go. It was a no-go. And I'm like, well, you can't grow without spending money. You cannot grow without spending money, right? Or it was like pennies. Like, who are you trying to attract? Because when you tell me to advertise, nobody's there. They're not there, right? And so I realized that's not my client anymore. I can't be nickel and diming because I'm not serving a client and I'm not growing, and it's too much stress. So you add these services to your business. Know who your clients are. You should know that out the gate. That took me a minute to learn. I'm not going to even front with y'all. That took me a minute to learn. Who am I trying to serve? And I realized I'm trying to serve people that can pay $5,000 a pop. That's who I'm trying to serve. And so, and the reason I know that is when I charged $5,000 and I got like, whoa. Now to some people, that's nothing. But that was like a lot for me, right? And that's just for one package. My highest package is $9,997. That's my highest package. Am I probably going to have higher packages? Yeah, but here's the thing. With higher packages come more work or more services. And so I'm good kind of where I am right now. Custom packages I can put together, $5,000 budget. You got this one, I got my one signature package that I offer, $99.97. Perfect. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. And you got to be good with that. Whatever your number is. But just know that you cannot offer these big idea services to people who are playing small. It doesn't work. Because they're not going to ever see the vision for how to spend the money to make their business better. And you're going to be constantly trying to help them make a business better. And they're pushing against you because they don't want to spend the money, because they don't understand. They want to go out, they want to knock on doors. And, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just like, that's not the space that I'm in. Like, if you want me to knock on a door, I'm the wrong person. Because I'm a digital marketing person. I do streaming media. I do all this high-tech media. That's not what you're trying to do. Then I can't serve you. And that's okay. Because now you got to find the people that can actually serve you. So think about all of these things as you think about adding another stream of income to your bottom line by providing a new service in a different vertical, but in the same space. When you add new verticals, you add on more money. But don't try now. Your vertical, if the vertical that you're adding on is gonna cost somebody $4,000 and they've been used to paying $40,000, that's not gonna work. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's not gonna work. I'm telling you what I know for a fact. Because they haven't made up their mind that they can spend that type of money and get results. Because they have a fear of spending the money. They have an old-fashioned way of doing things. They want to do it that way, and that's the only way it's going to work in their minds. I talk to people like that all the time, not just in business, about things in life. Like, I can say, hey, I give you a prime example. I'm working on another NFT. I'm working on two. So the first one is going to launch in June, right? I'm excited about that one. We're all, the team, we're together, we're having meetings. It's exciting. But the next one I'm going to launch is, in my opinion, is even more exciting than this one. But the only way to get early access to the other one, the one I'm going to launch probably in July, you have to have bought into the one we're going to launch in June. The one in July, I guarantee you, people are going to like it, but other people they're not going to understand it. They're not going to understand why they should get involved. And I'm not trying to convince them. I'm going to share information, and if you understand it, then get in. If you don't understand it, that's it. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything, and you shouldn't either. You should offer a service, and people that see the service, and that's your audience, they're going to come on and they're going to buy. Don't try to convince somebody to use your service. Do not. It's stressful. And not only that, they don't believe in it in the first place. And if it doesn't work out the way they think it should work, then it's going to be a problem. So look for your ideal client. You will find them by sharing information about what you do. And as you do that, you will find those people. And listen, put it out to the universe. I want to attract people that love me. I love them. I can help them build what they're trying to build in an easy and relaxed manner, in a healthy and positive way, for the highest good of all. Put that out to the universe so you can get that person into your business. You can help them. Everybody's happy. The clients are happy. Their customers are happy. Everybody's happy. That may sound woo-woo, but that's what I'm saying. All right, so listen, that's all I got. Talk Business Tuesday. I'm going to go to my last song. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to close it out for the day. So stay tuned. I'll be right back after this song.
Time goes by and yet I wonder, are you and me still the same? Are you still loving the game? I know I don't. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. So I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Made a promise to myself. This time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day. Oh, oh, oh. A brighter day, a brighter day. Oh, a brighter day. Time goes by and yet I wonder, why do we put each other through hell? Why can't we just get over ourselves? I know I should. You cast your spell and I went under. I know the laughter and the pain. Will I ever love again? I don't know if I can take it anymore. Yeah, so I stay here and hold my heart when you walk out the door. Yeah, made a promise to myself and I repeat it in my head. Set your mind free. Set your mind free. No one knows what I've been through, but this is the end of me and you. Set your mind free. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, oh, right, yeah, yeah. Oh. Made a promise to myself. This time I will keep it. Where there's a will, yeah, there's a way. With every smile, with every tear, I know I will make it. I'm gonna see a brighter day, brighter day.
One of my favorite songs. Welcome back, welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you a powerful, simple word of inspiration for today. I'm talking about it's simple and it's powerful. And here goes. It says, a kind word never broke anyone's mouth. That simple. I'm going to say it again because somebody missed it. A kind word never broke anyone's mouth. That's an Irish saying. Listen, that is so true. Say something nice to somebody today. Pick up the phone, call to say, I just called to say I love you. A kind word never broke. Your mouth never got broke for saying something nice. Say something. Somebody needs you to say something nice to them today. Somebody at work is looking sad, they're broken, they're mad. Say something nice to them. Here's the thing. If they receive it or not, at least you know you said it. And at the back of their mind, they're thinking they didn't have to say that. Why did they say that? Doesn't matter why you say it. As long as you say it, you're doing it. Listen, a kind word will not break your mouth. Say something kind to somebody today. Be kind to some. My husband and I went to dinner the other night. And there was this guy. He was opening the door for everybody. So at first glance, you thought it was maybe, somebody trying to go in there just being nice. They're holding the door. But I realized the closer we got, I think he was homeless. So I said to my husband, I'm going to buy him dinner. If he's still out there when we come out. Because I was sitting there eating and he just crossed my mind. I said, if he's out there when we come out, I'm going to buy him dinner. So my husband said, okay. But when we came out, he was gone. So I looked around because I was going to buy him dinner and just give it to him. But he was gone. But I felt like, man, it doesn't hurt you to be kind. It doesn't hurt me to spend, $15, $20 on somebody who needs some food. It doesn't hurt me to do that. Sometimes you just got to do it. And that was my goal. But he was gone when I got outside. So anyway, say a kind word to somebody. Somebody needs it today. Thank you again for listening. You could be anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 51 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you guys for real. For real, for real. I know you're listening all around the world, and I thank you for taking the time to share some time with me. If you missed any episode of this show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. Also, be sure to connect with me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett, connect with me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett, and connect with me on the Twitter at GM Gwinnett, the number 1. If you listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, find your favorite 2 episodes, give it 5 stars, like, subscribe, and comment on the show. I appreciate that as well. And always, to support the show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and click on any way you choose to support this show. I will appreciate you for that as well. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m., God willing. Stay safe out there, my friends. Stay safe. And until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.